My mom came back from Japan and her car's battery died because she didn't drive it for a while. It's been negative 30 degrees outside and the road conditions were completely shit. So I had to drive my mom and little brother around places and boom, my car breaks down. My friend thinks it's transmission failure, and as I assess the damage cost, I think,
here's the third restart.
I grew up in a middle class family and I certainly had a lot more than a lot of unfortunate people. But I honestly didn't have a tough upbringing. My Asian parents made me go to Japanese school on Saturdays, I had piano classes on Tuesdays, and I took extra advanced math classes as well. I didn't really have time to go outside and play at the park. Even if people invited me to hang out, I had to respond with, sorry, I'm too busy, at the age of 9. But I have to admit that I still needed to be humble. I had a lot of ego growing up. When you can get 100% on every single school test growing up,
you're bound to think you're better than everyone else.
I lived like that most of my life until I grew up and went through shit and got humbled. Last summer, I was working at this music festival, and I didn't get paid until the end of the festival at a party. While walking home from work, a Romanian lady approaches me and asks me for money. I ask what it's for, and she says that it's for her sister in Romania to pay for her cancer treatments. I give her $40 from the ATM and tell her that I'll collect some more money the next day. The next day, I come with donations from friends and a little bit more money from myself.
I go flat broke.
Broke to the point where I didn't even know if I could afford an Uber to the party where I get my paycheck. The day after I got my paycheck, I got scammed out of $300. Big whoop. At the time, I didn't really care about the money, but I had to keep spending my money so that I can invest it into this YouTube channel. Fast forward a couple months, I donated a couple dollars to the earthquakes in Turkey,
and I ran out of money.
I had really bad back problems at the time, and I had to see a chiropractor. I had to borrow money from my friend just so I can pay for the chiropractor. I eventually end up finding a seasonal position for a job and I get paid. I had to go pick up my mom from somewhere, going out in negative 30-degree road conditions, and my car gets fucked up. I already told you about me assessing the damage, and I think, fuck, the third reset. In just the last 6 months, I went flat broke 3 times. In my life going through hardship, I honestly never said, life isn't fair. I always kind of manned up and got back on my feet. But for the first time, I said that life isn't fair. I'm agnostic, so I'm quite religious, and I just thought, why God? I went broke twice donating to charity, and I asked, why me? Why did he have to make me go through all this? I genuinely thought that there were more people out there who deserved to be humbled more than me. But I immediately answered my own question and realized that it was because being alive is a blessing. God gives his greatest soldiers the toughest battles. I fantasized about my dreams again, about being financially free and not having to worry about any of this shit. I realized that it just adds to the success story. I wish I could tell you guys everything that happened in my life till this point, but you won't even have the attention span for it. Things could have been worse. At least my car broke down close to a repair shop and not in the middle of a highway with a 100km/h speed limit. At least I lost my money giving it to charity instead of getting scammed for my entire paycheck. Maybe there's a life lesson in this. I immediately got reminded of God once I experienced pain. I realized that I should stop comparing my life to others. Even if they should be humbled more than me, that doesn't mean I shouldn't need to be humbled. When the submarine with millionaires on it started losing connection, I'm sure everyone on there became religious.
Money comes and goes, but your life doesn't.
The reality is that you have to stay grounded. You're bound to have things stolen from you,
but you're not guaranteed to gain more in life.
To be completely honest with all of you, this video is a desperate cash grab. My goal with YouTube is to have a stable source of income that's leverageable, because the reality with a regular hourly job is that it's not as stable as you think it is. You're not guaranteed hours, you can get laid off, and your skill can be replaced by robots. No matter how many times I go broke, I want to make this YouTube thing work. So I'm going to continue it until I can make a living off of it. But all I can think for now is, for every day that's painful, one day you'll be grateful.